Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. All subjects. You're going to get the truth here. People don't like the truth. Sometimes people try to come at me for things I say on this channel, but that's fine. On this one I'm going to entitle The Dark Side of Marriage. The dark side of marriage. See, a lot of people ain't going to tell you the truth about marriage. A lot of women ain't gonna tell you the truth. A lot of men ain't gonna tell you the truth. And some women, you'll hear them trying to puff up their husband when they talking to other people, but when those other people ain't on the phone or not around, they treat them like a clown. They treat them with disrespect. I mean, all of this stuff is going on. I'm finna break it down for y'all. The dark side of marriage. I'm gonna break it down. Those of you that are single, enjoy yourself. Don't be crying. Don't be sad. Don't be depressed. Don't be down in the dumps. Especially if you're one of these women that has childish tendencies. You'll ruin some man's life. You know who could have a wife school and teach women how to be wives? Me. Definitely can. Definitely can. I mean, I done put in the research. I done experienced. I know what a wife is supposed to be, and I know what a wife would be to be successful in her marriage. Let me start by saying that marriage benefits women way more than men. The only time marriage benefits a man is if he has a good wife that's gonna be that way consistently until one of them dies. Now, of course, she's not gonna be perfect. She don't have to. But she can't be that so far from perfect, though. The things that will make a good wife is making sacrifices to benefit her husband. Having a lust inside her for her husband. If she is with him for any type of convenience, her disrespect is going to come out. And when her disrespect comes out, it's going to mess up her marriage. It's going to mess it up. Even if he stay with her, it's still messed up. Because some dudes are simp to the point where they'll go out and cheat and come home like nothing ever happened. That's their way of coping with having a strife. And for those of you that don't know, I call a strife a bad wife. I don't call them wives. I call them strifes. Because that's the main thing that they're going to produce when they're not a good wife. We're talking about the dark side of marriage today. Hey, Hafiz, listen up. We ain't heard from you in a while. Are you and your wife getting into it? We ain't heard you. You've been quiet. You've been quiet, man. How's married life treating you, bro? Orb. I call them bro. Orb. I call people orb, which is the opposite of bro. If you the opposite of bro, you're orb. O-R-B. So these guys are not telling you, and you already know Anton Daniels is a con man, so you can't trust anything he say. In fact, listen how he talk, look how he act. You know he lying. Everything about him is a lie. So you already know he ain't got no perfect marriage. Anything good about his marriage is probably his wife. It ain't him. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. I know these things. I can read women. I got discernment. It's her, not him. Him and Angry Man too. Angry Man be trying to talk like he got it going on too. Look how he act. Angry Man probably be buying prostitutes. Possibly. Allegedly. Look how he acts. Do y'all believe these dudes? Anything them two say, y'all should be going the opposite way. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to give you the dark side of marriage. You give up all your females to be with this one, and then she plays games that none of your other females play. The dark side of marriage. Your friends don't want to come around no more. You ain't got no friends no more. So when y'all get into it, it's just you, the dark side of marriage. Silent treatment until you apologize, even when you ain't wrong. The dark side of marriage. I'ma tell y'all the truth. Marriage can work, but it's all on her. And you respond with the same behavior. You match her energy. Because it don't matter. You could be a good man. If she's not a good woman, your marriage is going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible. When you right and you know you right, but y'all arguing about the same thing, the dark side of marriage. See, people ain't telling y'all this. I want to get married. I want to get married. Man, bro, it ain't nothing like having a family and kid. Oh, really? Even kids. Kids is wonderful. That's the best thing about marriage. But it's stuff with that too. How you gonna feel when you see people rejecting your kids, dogging your kids out, and you know your kids good kids? See, y'all be one, like they say, be careful what you wish for. What you gonna do? You done carried this baby, you done had this baby your whole life. You know this a good kid. And then people treat your kids like it's something ain't right with them. Relatives do it. People in your neighborhood do it. You'll want your kids to play with the kids in your neighborhood, and they'll either be too bad or too goofy. Come on, man. Y'all can't tell me, man. I got 4 kids. Y'all can't tell me. I know my sons is good guys. Y'all can't tell me, man. Y'all want these things, but y'all don't know. It comes with a price. It's not easy. And then every decision you make, you gotta think about them. So playing it safe, you do nothing, they come up short. Going for it, you still might come up short. Come on, man. Y'all can't do it. Listen. Y'all can't tell me, man. Y'all can't tell me. And I lost 2 kids. You can't tell me. So y'all listen to these clowns. And I listen off subject. Shout out to YouTube. They are starting to give me more impression. But to be fair, YouTube, you still got to bring them up some more. Because you got these guys on YouTube acting like they better than me and other YouTubers. When the actuality, they getting more impressions. So I had 309,000 impressions, which was up 177%. That's how I know somebody in YouTube does like me. They do. There's still people who don't, but I think it's a lot more who do. And I just want to give a shout out to those of you that's being fair with my videos. Back on subject though. The dark side of marriage. And I believe this will help you, the YouTube video reviewers too. The dark side of marriage. When you want to do everything for a person, but it's not fair for you to do everything for them. Because they don't have that same attitude towards you. And y'all wonder why people get divorced? I'm going to tell y'all just like this. Do not even believe that half of these divorces even is because of the man. Don't believe that 25% is because of the man. I would say if I had to put a percentage, it's 20% or less, and here's why. Because you would have to say that these women are good women, and I know they not. They sneak around, they be too friendly with guys at work, they be acting sensual in the grocery stores and stuff like that. Guys be getting their phone number and you don't be knowing. They be erasing the messages. They be texting back and forth with dudes. Then they come to you talking about why was you looking at her butt? The dark side of marriage. They even be getting rammed or sucking. But then they'll come to you, questioning you because you don't know what they doing. That sound fun? And all of this, don't jump to conclusions. All of this stuff is not me. But I guarantee you some of the stuff that I'm saying, it probably is. I just don't know. But that don't matter anyway, because I'm past the marriage thing. If I get married again, it's going to be no marriage license, me, all the way at the top with no interference, complete cooperation, or they going to get dumped. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm just going to be quick to hit the dump. See, y'all want to become dogs again. Like, I remember when I became a dog, it was for that reason. It was because the women that I was dealing with and the girls, like even going back to when I was a kid, they weren't matching my same energy, how I felt about them. So I said, forget it then. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And it's weird because they show me more respect. This was funny about women. Women to be more loyal to you when you're not loyal to them than when you are. The dark side of marriage. You'll have a woman, you cheat on her left and right. She don't got no phone number. She don't deal with no guys. You get married. Now she's sneaking around talking to guys. Man, come on, man. You better enjoy your single. And here's the thing about me. This is where some of y'all mess up too. Y'all always got to be doing something. I like not doing nothing. Like, I like just having me a bag of chips and watching YouTube or watching TV and playing video games. I don't got to be traveling the world. I want to travel some, but I don't really like traveling because it's too hectic. I always feel like I'm going to get left or I'm going to be late. Just like when I went to Texas recently. Man, I got lost and I went the wrong way in the airport. And I'm like, man, I ain't got that much time. So I had to hurry up and figure out which way to go so I can get through the check-in. That stuff ain't fun to me. I don't know about y'all. When I do start traveling more, I'm going to have to be super duper early. Just take away that feeling. But y'all don't know how this marriage thing go. Again, marriage is the goal. But the only way it'll work is if she is a good woman. Is a unicorn. Marriage is for unicorns only. It's not for women that done got the wing ding in the butt, wing ding in the mouth, wing ding in the ear, wing ding in between the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because what happens is, if they done got too freaky, a lot of them will try to retire when they get with you. Now they don't want to do that. And don't let them get in the church. Now they don't want to do nothing. Well, such and such said that. They take it every which way. Then they get around them fake sanctimonious chicks with simps that ain't gonna leave no matter what. So they just punking them. And now they want to change everything y'all do. The dark side of marriage. When I start doing lives, we gonna do lives where I'm gonna take calling. And don't try to say I'm trying to be like Kevin Samuels. I ain't trying to be like Kevin Samuels. Mine gonna be different. So you trying to say that people can't call in because of Kevin Samuels? Y'all be sounding dumb. Ain't nobody trying to be like him. Do I look like I'm trying to be like Kevin Samuels? I mean, look at me. Do I look like it? But one thing I can do is there's wives right now, I can critique them fair and balanced. And when you start criticizing your husband, I got to speak to him. That's what I'm going to do. Watch somebody copy. Oh, I forgot. They can't because hardly none of these guys are even married or been married. Oh, watch no other YouTubers. Then you start hearing your catchphrases, your ideas. Man, shut up, man. Yes, you do. And by the way, just so y'all know, I've been on YouTube since 2008. Let me tell you something about views. The actual view count is rarely the actual views. Here's why. Funny business. And they don't want to have to pay everybody. So your video could say 34 views, but you could have 34,000. Y'all know how I know? Because they told me face to face over the phone. Well, I should say over the phone, not face to face, over the phone. Because like I tell y'all all the time, it was a glitch. It was telling you how many people was watching. I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to go on there the next day and it's going to say 100,000 views. I get on there, 20, 8, 19. So I said, I called them for years. They finally answered. And I asked them, I said, what is going on with these views? Your system said I had X amount of views watching now. But then I come on the next day, they say, well, we got to make sure they ain't bots. Y'all don't got to make sure they ain't bots for these big YouTubers. Back on subject though. I can show women what to be that will help them. I can show men what to be. See, you gonna have to take some chances. That's where I mess things up. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I be trying to have businesses. And I done had some failed businesses. I'm just gonna be honest about it. But in terms of my treatment, no, nothing. The only thing, like I said, ups and downs financially. But I've never cheated. Never was all up in people's face. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I saw some people that I would have torn them apart if I was a simp. Or if I was a cheating type of dude. That's just the honest truth. But I never did. I never did. So, the dark side of marriage. This is part 1. I can't even get everything in. See, people lying to y'all, man. It's way harder than y'all think. Pause. But you gotta understand what you getting yourself into. You gotta understand if somebody twisting your arm as a guy into marriage, just know one thing, that she's gonna change more than you do. Both of y'all gonna change. But if she's not a unicorn, like sometimes you know right away they not a unicorn. Like most of the women I dealt with, they weren't unicorns. If she's not a unicorn, she's gonna change more than you think. As she gets older, she's gonna get lazier. But you can't afford to get lazier. You see how that works? Unless she's a unicorn. That's just the way it is, man. I'm telling you the truth, man. We're going to do the light side too. Like, it's only fair. We're going to do the light side of marriage. It's only fair. If she has any trauma from her childhood, you better get ready, sir. See, Y'all women, y'all gotta get all of, you want to be somebody's wife, you gotta deal with all of that. Whatever happened to you as a child, you gotta get rid of it, or you gotta turn it into positive energy. Because if you don't, you gonna be a problem for that man. And I know y'all all want to be married, but is that fair to a guy for you to become a problem that he didn't have before he had you? That's not fair. That's not fair. All this the dark side. The cheating. Dark side of marriage. We'll come back. We're going to do part 2. Maybe later, maybe some other day. I don't know what I'm going to talk about later, but we're going to come back. We're going to come back to it. This is important.